Where did she go? Thank you to Auntie. Auntie's gone. Yeah, I actually want to finish up now, but I wanted to finish that conversation with my girl. I don't know what happened. This is what happens when we get on live, people come and they start. Wait, is that Sarah? Sarah, is that you in there? What's happened to your Instagram? What's happened to your Instagram, bro? If that's you, yeah, because I wasn't sure if it was a fake account. Because I knew you had the black opinion, so cause I know how it works. These people jump in the comments, like these people jump in start making fake accounts and then following your friends. Shalina, baby, jump back on. Let's finish our conversation. Because then I'm gonna have something to eat. Let's finish our conversation. What do you mean who? You. That's your name, right? Shalina. Yeah, jump back on. Let's finish.
Wait, what's happening? I've got a
I don't
square block.
know. That ain't me. Ain't nothing to do with me.
Who's in the chat? Hmm?
I'm not sure. I'm in the chat. Oh,
Oh, Ruby
well.
left now. She left. She didn't want to show. Right, actually, you need to move to. We can't do half face. It's only me and your screen. You need to jump into the middle so we can see your full face. All right, in the middle. Yeah, you got your hand.
Yeah, Dan, I'm here.
No, that's not full face. It looks crazy. You need to jump in the
Wait,
middle.
hold on.
You
Okay,
need to
cool.
jump
Let
in
me
the
sit down.
middle.
I
You're
am
not.
jumping in the
Why are you making
middle.
it so hard?
I'm
You know what it
jumping in
is?
the middle.
You're gonna make you're gonna make the comments people that you don't want to show her face. Like, why don't you want to show your face? You're just making it
Because
so complicated. Like,
basically, it's not. No, it's not that. It's not that.
no, it is. Because look, it's bad. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's bad. Like, I'm looking at
Okay, let
you.
me come out. You're speaking to me on here. I was just doing
No,
something
you're
on the
not.
side. That's
Listen,
why
listen,
I
listen.
wasn't in the
We need to,
camera fully.
guys. We need to look. We need to.
I realize what you do with me. Every time I come on here, it's like you have to roast me for the first 5 minutes
I
and then we
don't
can
try
talk.
to roast you. I
I'm
literally.
here. I'm here.
Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing?
Okay.
You're making.
Okay. You won. I'm here. I'm here.
It's not how you
You won.
win,
I'm
but
here.
you're making an issue. If you just no, you're making such an issue that I have to speak about it.
All right. Go
Like,
on then.
I'm here to give you confidence to sit in the middle, to make you like. There's no
No,
reason why
I
you
have
can't.
confidence. It's just because I was
Because what? Because
long
what? Tell
story.
me.
I was drinking my coffee. I was over
What?
there.
So, listen, listen. I'm drinking my coffee too. I'm right in the middle. Yeah, we good. Good. We
But my
good.
neighbor's close that way. That's why.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Look, I'll bring. Look, Ivan. Let me bring in.
No, but I feel like I was saying with the wedding, yeah, it doesn't matter what. You can have a wedding for £10 if that's what like strikes you. Cool. If you want to spend £100 and you have it, cool. If it goes to 1,000, 2,000, it's all an individual, innit? And
Yeah.
like I say to you, a woman, me personally, like being your partner and me asking you, okay, when we get married, I want £1,000 wedding. I'm not just gonna say to you, especially on camera, knowing that your pocket can't reach that. Do you understand? So I must know financially what you've got, but it's what if you want to use that 2.5 whatever to do the wedding or you don't. So each to their own, I suppose.
So you want the 250,000 wedding? So you want the £250,000 wedding?
Yeah, why not? No, I'm not like I say to you. If everything I want is in the like, for example, in the wedding, and it doesn't come to that, it just doesn't come to that. But I don't want to have no small budget, and I can't get everything I want because of the budget. That's my point.
Okay. But if the man can't afford it, was out of his budget, and he tells you for any reason, you have to just accept that. And you know.
Yeah, but if he really can't, I know him, and I really know he can't afford it. Then that's another like. Do you get what I mean? I wouldn't even reach it that far because,
But
like, straight away I know it's gonna be a no. He doesn't have it. So if he doesn't have it, and then we go and push to do it. Like, say we take out loans or whatever just to make it happen. The day after, he's debt, now my debt. So now we
So
both
why
in
do
debt.
you pursue
It doesn't make sense.
So do you realize that most of these artists and these rappers and these people that you think have money don't have as much money as you think they have? Are you aware of that? Are you aware?
100%. But I'm aware as
No,
well.
but
A lot of
I'm
these
talking about
rappers.
I'm talking about like a high majority of them don't have as much money as you think they do.
As
Yeah?
they put on the internet, yeah, because
Yeah.
obviously it's just like
And
what they're
if you're on
putting.
Love and Hip Hop getting paid by a network, do you think your career is as popping as you probably think it should be? Yeah. So, Fresher, what was Fresher's biggest hit?
I don't even know. I know you rap,
Well,
but I don't even listen to none of
someone
that.
that you
So I
don't know
can't
whose
lie.
biggest hit is, you compared them to P. Diddy, who can give Young Miami
No, it was
£500
just
a month.
no, it was just a comparison. I was giving an example, obviously,
It was a
with it.
bad one.
But
It was a bad
like,
one, though.
even though no, and let me say this:
It was a bad
even
one.
if you're on love, okay, cool, I can accept that. Even though you're on Love and Hip Hop, it doesn't mean your career ain't popping. Some people's greedy, and even though they can't even do that, they just want to do it just to have that extra thing. Some
No, he's
people's
not
career
one of
is
those
popping,
people.
and they
He's
just
not one of
have
those.
Love and Hip Hop as that extra income. Maybe they want to use that money to do something else. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean because you're on no
I'll
platforms,
be honest with
because
you.
it's like
Most
Wild 'N Out.
people are on
Wild 'N
reality
Out, wait,
programs.
listen, Wild 'N Out ain't no show where I'm saying is the greatest show. But you get big artists what are popping today, what are on there. Doesn't mean they
Yeah,
ain't
okay.
popping.
All right. Let's compare Wild 'N Out, which is actually entertainment show. It's a
Pardon?
format show. It's a game show. Yeah, it's a game show,
The
which
live
would be
vlogging, I
actually help
can't hear.
artists. Can you hear me? Yeah. Wild 'N Out will actually help you as an artist because you go in there, you rap, you do it. It's a game show, right? It's very popular. That's not the same as Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop exploits your relationship and just basically it's part of the exploitive.
Yeah.
It just basically exploits you. So you can't compare going on Wild 'N Out, which is actually something. It's a good show. It's a fun show. It's got a good concept behind it versus something which is just basically it's just trash TV, really, and it doesn't depict particularly black people and relationships in a good light. It paints us as people that are problematic. We always fight.
Okay. So wait. Can I pause you quickly?
Go on.
The
You need to
line's
fix
cutting
your
in and
connection.
out. Wait, I'm gonna give it a second.
You need to give it to
It's
God.
not mine, it's yours.
No, my connection is
Oh
fine.
no.
It's yours that keep cutting out. It's fine.
It's your one was going circle round.
No, so
Can
is
you hear it?
yours.
All right, now it's better. I turned off my data. So, okay, so in regards to you when you say things don't, okay, look at Blueface and Krishan for a prime example.
Yeah.
Her being on Baddie and him being on whatever like little reality show he's got at the minute. Do you not think that's boosting? Because regardless if they're toxic, people want to see. People want to see to even criticize, but it's because it's entertaining. So all of these things sell. So people don't care what people's got to say. From it's making them a few coins, that's what they're doing. So her
Yeah.
fighting with him, yes, people might say, "Oh, it's bad" or whatever, but that's
Sex sales.
selling. So
Sex
now
sales. They
she's
give
got
you
more
OnlyFans.
interviews. Now
Sex sales. Sex sales. Are you
that's
gonna do
also
OnlyFans?
true.
Huh?
No,
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 I'm
I
saying
don't
sex
want an
sales.
OnlyFans. I don't want an
Okay, so
OnlyFans. That's not.
so
I'm not
there's
look.
lots of things that sell. There's
But
lots of
loads
things
of
that
people do have OnlyFans.
okay, yeah, and we'll talk about that. There's lots of things that sell, lots of things that bring views. But when you get to the point of where you don't care what you sell and you don't care what you do in order to become views now, where are you now? So when people talk about selling your soul, oh, what happened? Oh, it's coming back. Fix your Wi-Fi. You guys, fix your Wi-Fi. I was blowing. I was flowing. I was flowing. See what happened. I'm gonna finish off with this conversation. Janina, if you want to have the conversation, you need to come back. Yo, thanks. Yo, KF, man. Keep up the great work, bro. Thank you, bro. Just trying, man. We're just trying, man. Trying. Shout out to my bro, MF, man, everyone that's coming in. Did she? Man, we had Derek Chisora in yesterday, man. Big up Derek. Big deal. We're gonna chop this all out. I've got so much lives that gonna go back out. So, didn't expect that. Derek definitely came in and did a different perspective. You never know who passes from through the life. I like that. Someone just jump in and just feel like you never know who's gonna pass through the life. Nice. This girl, are you gonna come back in? Because if you don't come back in, I'm gonna go and do some stuff. Let me see if I can try to get really. What's going on with Dubai? Well, are you there? Oh, you made me just smash up my phone to try to move it. Can you hear it? What? Why? What's wrong with all you women and your Wi-Fi?
It's because I'm in Dubai. It don't let you make video calls, so I had to put a VPN on.
Where's the comment?
What?
It's because I'm in Dubai.
Yeah. You're not allowed to do video calls unless you got a VPN on.
It's because Dubai's like that, yeah?
Yeah, so when I kept trying to add, it wasn't letting me do the video until I put the VPN on, but it was fucking up. It might fuck up anyway, so I don't know.
Because I forgot in
if it
Dubai,
will
like,
last.
you can't. What is they moving mad in there, yeah?
Yeah. So if
Dubai.
if it cuts off, there's nothing I can do.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Really and truly, thank you for pulling up to my live.
You're right.
How's life in Dubai?
Yeah, it's good. It's better than England.
It's better than England, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, you're getting that tax-free, yeah? Say no more, say no more.
Tax-free money.
Really?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier to you about some of the things. There's no solution because it's gone too far. We're allowed to do too much things, too free.
What do you think? What do you think there's no solution to, really?
Like living over here, especially, has made me realize that we're in England. The culture, everything's fucked. Like you're free, you could do whatever you want. There's no order, there's no rules, there's no nothing. Yeah. Here, you can't have kids unless you're married. It's law. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't really get like single parent households. You don't really get poverty. You don't really get any of this stuff because you're actually not. You get arrested. You can't have kids unless you're married.
Listen, if girls can get arrested by having kids, listen, the whole ends baby mothers will be in jail right now. The whole of Edmonton and Tottenham will be in jail. Where are you? Oh, he's cutting up. What's going on? No, he's coming back. Don't worry, you're coming back. You're coming back. Go on.
I'm coming back.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? You need to take it back to old school. What do you think? Because you're there in Dubai, and you're saying
Can
that.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah. No, I feel like it's gone too far, Chai. Like you can't change something that is already there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Who's gonna now like say, oh yeah, let's change the law that you can't have kids unless you're married when bare people have done it already? It had to have not been like that from the beginning.
Okay.
And can I just say something that you were saying about this wedding stuff, yeah?
Go on.
It's not just one day in a dress, by the way, okay?
How much time are you gonna wear that? How many days are you gonna get married?
To some people, yeah, it's very, very, it's an important day. Like for some people, it's like, it's a commitment that you make to someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. But I personally would never demand like a person pay that money. But if, say, like we're together, we're in a relationship and you've got money, yeah, we've got a beautiful house, like we've got kids, we're cool, we're financially stable, that we've done all the investing in little things first and whatever. If we haven't, then granted, yeah. But what I'm saying is, if we've got that money and you're willing to spend that money on materialistic things, like without second guessing it, but you don't off your own back want to spend a certain amount of money for our wedding day because you're seeing it as one day in a dress, then for me it kind of speaks volumes on how much you value us. You get what I'm saying?
So a man could do everything right, but because he doesn't do that one thing, he doesn't value you.
No, that's not the case. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if for example, yeah, I want to get married, yeah, like for me it's different now, yeah, because in my culture when you get married, like the woman's parents is meant to like contribute a lot of the wedding money, yeah. So that's one thing. The second thing is you get loads of money. You know how it goes. Yeah, you get loads of money pinned on you, etc. and whatever. So, and that money is meant to go towards your house or whatever, like your family. So it's different in my culture. So I would be willing to spend a certain amount of money to have a big wedding, to invite lots of people.
Now, in your culture now, you need to basically pull out the stops, get everybody in there, because once that money starts to get pinned and you've got the suit with the pinkies and the crowd, hey!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're willing to spend a little bit of money on that day to make it lit because you're going to reap rewards from it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So it's a little bit different. But I just think like I wrote it earlier, like people will spend money on what's important to them. Yeah. So like you would spend 250 grand on a car, but you won't spend it on a wedding. That's because you value that higher, whether you like it or not. That's the truth.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, you would rather like spend it on a whip to drive around because you see it, you have it. Like for you, it's just wedding's just one day, but you're not seeing the actual value of it. Is that
in this case they had four people and they've been together and then she was like, and he just didn't see it. And I could just think that comes from a place of privilege. And Auntie was right. How did she get to that place of privilege? What did you do to gas her up to get to that?
I agree with that.
I do think if a man has promised you something and then he pulls the the rug from under your feet, per se, then yeah, like I can understand that.
I don't think you should ever demand money from someone though. Like,
but I just know men, and I know being a man as well, we like to make a woman have everything, yeah? And a lot of times you financially put yourself, you won't know what a man has to go through in order for you to have what you have, because that takes the mystery of being a man and some of the stuff. So when a man is saying, I ain't gonna pay for that, that's not usually coming because he's been stingy. It's usually because, that's gonna affect some stuff and I can't pay for that. Like, yeah. And if you want me to be like, I can't afford it, no one likes to scream, I can't afford it, but it's like, that's really the only reason sometimes people will allow you, and even then they might try to shame you for not being able to afford it. So, I know a lot of people with money, a lot of people that can't get money. I know a lot of people that people think have got money, and a lot of people that don't. Like, and it's usually not what people think. And when you're a celebrity or the moment you put out anything out, like let's say you get a part in a BBC documentary or BBC drama, that could be your first. The moment people see you out, they're gonna think you've made it. But in reality, you might have just been on a couple episodes or whatever. But to the perception of the whole world, you would have made it. Now, if you start dating people, this is why a lot of times when you meet people that you perceive to be successful, they don't have the things that you think they may have, because you're looking at them through the telly and the inflated perception of what it is. But in reality, nah, dude, they're broken than you.
Yeah, and what else people forget, yeah? that people that have got money that buy all these lavish houses and stuff, these things cost a lot of money to run. It's not like, oh yeah, you just got this house and that's you've paid it off and done. All these things cost a lot of money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like to run a big household, to run 4 kids, to run all this gas and electric and whatever, it costs a lot of money. So it doesn't mean just because you've got these things that that you just got money like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think it's wrong to ever demand anything from someone, like husband or no husband. Like if somebody doesn't want to do something for you, like of their own thing, then I don't think you should be demanding it. And I don't think you can get upset if someone says, no, I don't want to do that. When it's your money, when it's not your money.
Yeah, and that's all I was saying. I just think, especially in a culture where, you know, I was looking at it as especially as, he was a black man, he was a black woman, and he's saying to her, look, we ain't got, like, I ain't trying to spend that, but what we said, Auntie said, invest it. Why is it always you got to splash it out? Yo, shout out to Sinners Podcast, Sinners Bar. That's my guy, SR. What you saying, my guy? I need to go back to that podcast was lit. You need to, when you come back to the UK, you need to go on that podcast. You have fun there.
The UK.
I don't blame you.
Come and do a podcast over here in Dubai, innit?
I'm actually on that. Like this year, I've got some plans. This year's gonna be fun. Last year, like, even this whole thing, I didn't expect it to happen. It has, but it's been good. And I'm still working at what we're doing here. But it's in the right way, man. It's definitely in the right way. Come on, yeah, man. That's my guy. So yeah, it's just, and I like having these conversations because like these conversations are important.
Flowers will come.
Yeah, she said flowers will come. Yeah, see? Flowers.
You don't just say, don't mean because you somewhere or got something, don't mean you got money like that.
So did you say you're in Dubai? People are like, what? Yeah.
I saw people say, oh, raw, you balling, yeah? I'm like, what the fuck? Grafted.
We over here. People, it's like during the pandemic, yeah, when people just flying out to bars, like, oh, well, you guys are what? People are suffering over here. People are just flying out to holiday. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about you. Just, you're single in a relationship, single.
No, why are you asking me this?
I know people don't know, so that's not good. So that's not gonna help the conversation.
Single, but I've got no kids.
You're putting that out there.
Yeah,
the man.
You lot was cussing people that are in their 30s, going and doing stuff when they got kids. So I'm just making it clear I ain't got no kids. I'm free.
My battery was getting low, so let me just charge it while we speak up. Yeah. You're cussing people having kids. No, what we say is that. Well, that's good. So you don't have any kids. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking, you can ask me on that age.
32.
32, and you don't have any kids. You're single. And you're currently in Dubai.
Working as a nanny before anyone else thinks anything different.
We're not the judge. So you're currently single in Dubai, 33, working as a nanny. How long have you been in Dubai?
For nearly 4 months now.
Nearly 4 months. So, where's your background? Where are you from?
I'm Greek.
You're Greek, yeah. That's why you're talking about pinning. See, guys, Greek people when they get married. Have you ever been to a Greek wedding? Nah, Greek weddings are lit. I've been to a few, but shout out to my boy Jimmy. When Jimmy got married, yeah, I remember. Hey, you had the crowd. Then we had that.
Know you know how those weddings go. I already know you.
Pinky. This basically the idea behind the Greek wedding is the families come together and people pin all the money on their dresses, yeah, and then it gives them enough money to start their new life. And I feel like it's so sick. The next day people just put a deposit on a house and they start off their new life.
That's what it's meant to be for, like to put a deposit on your house to start like a new life. Yeah.
And I think that's an excellent way rather than spending all that money on. That's what I'm saying. In certain cultures they do that, but I think black people, black people, they don't care what your culture is. You need to start incorporating this. When you come to the wedding, you need to start pinning money. Because African people, they do it. They spray you, Falatay, they spray the money over you, they throw it over you, and they make
Yeah.
it right. So it's kind of
But
similar.
also, like I said before, the woman, like it's in our culture, like the woman's parents are meant to spend like quite a lot on the wedding, basically.
Yeah.
So like the man will just take care of his side, like best man, suits, and the ring, obviously, whatever. But the actual like service, like where it is and things like that, it will be more on like the woman's parents.
Yeah. That's essentially that's what it is. So why aren't you married? Greek girls are normally married by now. What's going on?
Don't do this, China. Seriously.
No, yeah, don't run away from the camera. We need you. Don't run away.
Let me say it before you say it, because I spent my 20s picking the wrong people, and I didn't see the men that were good for me. Is that why?
I wasn't gonna say anything. Hey Tay, hey you guys do. Hey Tay, Shante. Is that what happened?
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, probably. Like I just spent too long in a situation, and like, yeah, more than likely, yeah. Yeah, if I'm being honest with myself, like, and being completely open, then yeah, that's the truth.
Okay. Yeah. But you know what it is? The first step.
Gone.
No, the first step to anything is accountability, right? So I'm saying to you basically you have said, "Hi, my name is Ruli, and from my 80s to my 20s, I dated bad boys, and now my 30s, and that's why I'm single." And everyone's gonna clap for you now. Blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, it's like an AA meeting. But basically, what you've said is a lot of women aren't willing to have, you know what I mean, to do that audit of themselves and be like, actually, you know what, maybe it was my choices. Some of the things that China says, maybe I don't agree with it, maybe they run me up the wrong way, but if I look a little bit and say, okay, maybe I could have been a bit better about that. The moment you do that is when you can start to make a difference and start to rectify your situation, because you recognize the problem and you're not hiding it from, you're not blaming men, you're saying, right, maybe, yeah, obviously, I thought some of these guys weren't the best guys and probably have their part to play, but at the same time, you understand that, you know what, I went for the wrong man.
Like, this is just having an honest conversation, yeah? I've got tons of options. Like, I could have gone anywhere or done anything, but I think from a young age, I just met someone and kind of just stayed in that bad cycle of somewhere I shouldn't have been. And then your experiences kind of shape you a little bit, yeah. And until you're wise enough to know that, this isn't the right thing, you kind of make more bad choices based on your previous experiences, because it's embedded in you now. And until you come out of it and you kind of get wise enough and realize that, yeah, this is a bad cycle that I'm in, like a downward spiral, yeah. So yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, I do feel like there is a lot of pressure on women to always make the right choices and do the right things and whatever. Like, we can't, when you was talking to Auntie Jenny or whatever earlier, there was a lot of onus on women, yeah. But sometimes, I hear a lot of men say, just because I cheat, it doesn't mean I don't love my girl. Yeah, true or false? Yeah. So sometimes you could be a good woman, you could be doing everything correct, and men will still step out and cheat. And then you okay, you forgive them, and do you know what I'm saying? There is need for men to own the fact that they're not disciplined enough.
I understand this, and men should have sexual discipline, and I don't condone cheating on your missus or your spouse or your partner. I've said that multiple times, but I say it again. But at the same time, I speak in a way that makes women understand that this is how some men are and how some men operate. And I
Yeah.
think, see, men have always stepped out, always since the longest of time. Men have always done this. But what we have now is we have a culture where they keep telling women. So this thing of war, men don't feel like they can be men, right? So they won't speak about the things that before they used to talk about, like they'll just say out loud. But because there's a culture where now even speaking like that gets shut down. If you saw that live I did, if the calling that or the show I did with Auntie, when I was simply explaining what some men do, and they were like, you shouldn't even say that because you have a platform. So why are you even telling us that some men cheat? I was like, what? That's like a reporter reporting on a murder or something that's happened, and then people saying, "Oh, by reporting on it, you're giving light to it, so you shouldn't even do it." What? And that's where we've got to the point of where that they don't even want to hear that some people do it, so they rather shut me down explaining it. It doesn't stop it from happening. So what happens is men will carry on doing it, women will carry not understanding it, but the difference is men have always done this. But you've been sold a Disney reality of what love and relationships is and what marriage and should be. I'm not saying that men won't be faithful, because lots of men will be, but the men that won't be, you continuously try to change these men and they won't change. They
No,
design
no.
the top 20% of men that have access, and multiple women want that. And for whatever reason, these guys, they can't some men don't want to exercise sexual discipline. They just don't want to. And if you pick one of these men versus one of the guys, which
But
would
the general consensus nowadays is like men step out, like that's what they do, like this is what men do, kind of thing. And yeah, that is a general thing. Like people just know it now, and it's like, like even what Auntie Jenny was just saying now, like about if you take someone back, you can't complain. I also agree with that. Yeah, if you take someone back, they're about, you take them back, blah blah blah. But if the general consensus is that men do this, then you're just going to be finding yourself in relationships, then they cheat, and then you think, okay, I'm not going to take them back because, like, it's a bad cycle. Like, I'm not going to take them back because they cheat.
not all men step out. We keep
No,
saying that.
but what I'm trying to say is that there's a general consensus that this happens, yeah?
No,
Like,
the men can step out.
with our kind of generation now, yeah, let's not pretend and sugarcoat it like it's not a thing. It
What?
is. It like
What?
step out. Like this is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's like, okay, all right, you're in a relationship, so on. This guy's gonna step out, yeah? And then like, okay, you're gonna leave him, then you get with someone else. All right, that man would say you're gonna leave him too, then you get with someone else, they step out as well. Well, fuck, like what are you gonna keep doing? Just
So what are you understanding something now then? Are you starting to
then you're at
understand
home.
something?
Then you're at home.
Yeah. Look, no. Like, basically, women complain about men cheating, but they're complaining about the I don't have to get. I sound like a boring record, really, but I'm like, it's the top 20% of men have access to multiple women. Like, there's lots of men that would not cheat on you. No, there's lots of men that wouldn't cheat on you, that would appreciate you, treat you like a queen. But unfortunately, until you start looking and picking these men as options, then what's gonna happen? Like there's lots of good men out there, but you keep. I can look at the guys you've dated and knew they would have stepped out on you. I'm honest. I know the guy.
I could
Yeah.
have looked
If I can tell that no, if I can tell that as a man, yeah. So imagine I'm your brother. I'll see you dating this guy. I already know this guy's gonna clown you as a sister, my sister. I'm gonna let you know. So, like, if I can tell, you can tell. See what I'm saying to you? So,
like when we was talking the other day, yeah, not on here, when we was just chatting the other day, yeah, and
wait,
we was talking, huh?
Auntie came back. Carry on. Auntie's here.
Yeah.
Auntie, this is Ruli. This is Auntie.
Hi.
So just put a washing machine on, you see, because I can do these things.
Yeah. Remember when we was talking the other day, yeah, and I said to you, I don't know if this is a flaw in me as well, but I'm like I said,
You're the girl that was talking with Romeo.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I was saying she looks different with hair. Okay,
No, no,
I
no.
just said.
No, she's first time, first time, first time.
Okay.
You remember like when we were talking the other day and I was saying to you, oh, like, I don't know if it's a flaw in me, but when I'm speaking, I can only be truthful, yeah? Like, oh my God, what I was going to say. What was he saying? Lost my
What were you? Well, you like basically it was like you love hard and you don't walk. Is that what you?
No, just saying before that. Oh yeah, I don't know if this is like a bad thing in me, but I want to be with someone, yeah, that I'm going to be interested in like forever, yeah. And
Oh yeah, you said this.
yeah, and all what you were saying about, like not turning your man down for sex and shit, that's my worst thing. Like feeling like I'm laying next to someone I don't want to have sex, I don't want to do anything with, yeah? So I want to be into you all the time, forever. So I know that you're meant to go for like maybe the guys that are not in that 20%, but if it's not in me, yeah, if it ain't in my heart, like I personally can't do it. That's just me. And probably that's why I'm in this situation that I'm in now. Because apart from that relationship that I had for that many years, I actually just don't feel like I have found anyone that I feel like that towards. So yeah, there's loads of options. Yeah, there's probably good guys that won't cheat on me, that are willing to look after me and willing to marry me. But if I am not wholeheartedly in it 100%, then I can't do it to that person or myself. You get what I'm saying?
Can I say something, right? And this is where women get it wrong. You ain't got lots of options. People be telling you got lots of options, but you ain't. Sorry to break it to you, but you ain't.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of young people do, and I think right now we got to stop from the generation like yous lot, start from like the teens now and come up, and to let them know that when you've effed up and you realise that everybody has to learn from each other's mistakes. The same way how you're coming on here and you're saying that, they should be showing this to the younger people so they can see that not is all rosy. Because you've got women out there, especially in the public eye, and they're making women think that they can have it all. You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
No.
And when you think that you can, they're selling you a lie. And by the time you realise that you can't have it all, you're a leftover woman.
No, but when I mean like options, not like I'm sitting here saying, oh yeah, I've got tons of, like, not like that. I mean, there has probably been like 10 years or 15 days.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
You got any children?
No.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. So your options right now is just find an ugly guy, one that's going to love you, and just stick with him. Don't be looking.
Yeah, I'm trying, but
No.
I told her she didn't want to do it. She said she can't do it. She needs to have sex with a man. She's like, I don't never thought that.
Shut up, I never said that. Shut up. What I'm saying is, there has probably been in these however many years, yeah, where nice guys have come along, but because I am not wholeheartedly in it, I just won't take up the offer. I won't go on a date. I won't even bat an eyelid because I just know that I'm not in it. So there probably has been people that I've come across, like there has been an option to go somewhere better, but I probably haven't taken it up because I'm in it. But China's saying it's because you're going for that 20% of guys, you need to go more for the 80%. But I ain't found. I feel
Have you got a type? Have you got a type? You must know whether you've got a type or not. Have you got a type?
No.
Yeah,
No.
trouble, bad boys.
So you can't tell me that
don't. He's basing that on one person. Shut up.
Yeah,
So what I'm trying to say is that normally it's the women that haven't got a type that have the better relationships. And you know what I was thinking about? Right, these women, when I was saying about the couple that were doing the wedding, that wanted the wedding.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about Pearl. You think her mum and dad would have spent £250,000 on a wedding? And he's one of the top 1%. He invested it in his wife, his business, his family, adopting people. He wouldn't even think about wasting that money. I must ask her how much their wedding costs.
Hey, Bama Waka says, no,
I see.
not an ugly guy, but she might need to make an exception for age. A young boy with potential that love you to death.
Yeah,
Old
but
man. Get old
I
man.
just don't feel I
Sugar
can
daddy.
do a young boy. I don't think that's me.
So what? All right then. So what kind of man do you normally go for? Describe your perfect man for me.
I just want somebody that. Sorry, I got a phone call. Yeah, I just want
Yeah.
somebody. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah, I just want someone, that I'm attracted to, but physically and like soul, like your soul, like your personality, your character, like, and that's it.
You
But
ain't told me nothing yet. You ain't told me nothing yet. I want you to describe it in detail. So don't even try it. Yeah, that's somebody I'm attracted to. What? The man down the road? You know, I want descriptions. I want tall. I want age. I want
Bad boy.
specific.
all right, I want somebody my age or above. Yeah, I don't want to date anybody younger. I don't mind like a couple of months or a year or whatever, but nothing too drastic. I want someone that's on my level. I want someone that works, that is a go-getter. I'm a go-getter. That's why I'm here in Dubai where I am. Yeah, because I need someone that's on that as well. Like I just need someone that you can vibe with, like. Someone that's probably, I'd say, someone that's a bit more considerate, probably. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe I don't know what I want. That's the problem.
What's he gonna look like? He's gonna have long hair, short hair, or is he gonna be black, white?
Short hair, tall. I like tall.
What color? Doesn't matter about color.
No.
Are you
Religion.
sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So why didn't you marry a big boy? Don't you think that would be a lot better for you?
I tried. Well,
And what happened?
he came to my mum's house with a love bite on his neck.
And then and after that you gave up on him.
And then I sent him packing. What the fuck?
Auntie
You know
Jenny
what,
is
right?
right.
You know
You
the men.
don't step into my mother's house. You don't step into my mother's house with a love bite on your neck. That's ultimate disrespect.
Look,
What the
it
hell?
says Auntie Jenny is right. 31-year-old wife and mum of 2. Women need to put communication and honesty and dedication before all this other crap that they pick today.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? Yeah, it's all well. This is one thing that annoys me. Yeah, and this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's right, but this is one thing that irks me to a different level. I hate when people say, "Oh, it's not about this and it's not about this. It's about this. Communicate this, that." If I am not feeling, if I'm not attracted to you, or I don't feel certain things sexually or intimately towards you, it's dead. It's dead, and you can say I'm wrong for that, but that's me. Like if I don't no, I don't want to have sex with you tonight. That's a big problem. Like for me, that is a big problem. I need to be into you, otherwise, what am I doing here?
At what age were you sexually active?
17.
Because it sounds like you think of your fanny. Because if you ask them old people where you are, ask some people like 80, 70,
Yeah,
80
but they're not
above.
happy though. They're not entirely happy though.
No, but
How
if
do you
you
know?
ask them, it's like you never got married to be happy. Marriage
Yeah,
ain't
but I
about
don't
being
want that.
happy.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No,
You
I'm
don't
not
want
gonna lie. I'm
marriage.
gonna be honest. I don't want
No,
that.
you don't want. You know what it is, right? Somebody sold you the dream that marriage, like you get married, you meet someone, you fall in love, and you get married. I've been with my guy for 32 years. It ain't easy. I can't say that I'm going to turn around and everything's going to be rosy, and somebody sold you that false dream. Because anybody that's been married for a long time knows that it's hard work. You work at it. But the young people nowadays, they don't think that a marriage is something you work at. They think that marriage is something that I meet the right guy, we gel together, we get married and live happily ever after. It don't work like that.
I know, listen, yeah, my parents have been married a very long time, yeah. They've been married for 39 years. Like,
Mm.
I do understand. I've seen the trials and tribulations. I know that marriage is hard work. So with all that being said, if it's hard work, yeah, the last thing I need is to not really be into you like that or loving you like that, and it's hard work. Like, I need to be loving you, and then the hard work, we work through it. But you can't have a hard working marriage and you're not really into the person like that. Like that, just
You should
because
get married.
they're gonna marry you and they're gonna love you, like I can't do that.
So, Auntie, what I tend to find is, Auntie, yeah. So there's ideals and there's ideals and there's scenarios which make it better for us, right? So if you followed what traditionally what Greek women follow and what some of your cousins and friends and counterparts followed, you'll be married right now. But when you go against your culture or your upbringing, it tends to always end the same. It's like, I know Asian girls that tend not to want to date Asian guys and want to date other guys, they tend not to get as married as quickly as their friends do. Same thing with people and cultures as well. Like if you choose to digress away from your upbringing, your culture, then you become privy to the rest of these things. So in your culture, technically, you know, it's leftover woman, because you wouldn't be outside right now looking for a man. You would have been wifed up already. The fact that a guy came with one love bite, that was one guy. You should have gone and picked another Greek boy. But the thing is, once again, is you got rid of a guy that gave you a love bite, then to go into situationships and meet other guys that will go on to give you more than that, cheat on you and do other stuff. So this thing where you think that, this is why we say to women, if a guy's a millionaire and he cheats on you, what would you do? Or he steps out and you find out, what would you do? You get some women that are going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm leaving, that's what it is. But if you're real with yourself, more chances are you're going to be like, actually, nah, it's cool. Do you know why? Because
would you be happy never having someone and just growing up on your own, being single all your life?
Kind of like I'm a person that thinks a lot about a lot of things and from every different angle, and I have just thought about it. Like I probably would rather just be on my own. Like for example, yeah, I've got friends that it doesn't matter who the person is or whatever, want to be in a relationship, period. That's it. They just want to be with someone. They need someone constantly. They just need to be with someone. I don't need that, yeah? So I'll be happy. I'm not happy, but I've come to terms with maybe I just have to accept that there is a possibility that I'll just be on my own because...
No. If you accept that, that comes down to you. That means that you're...
Yeah, but
listen.
Unless I find somebody, yeah, then, and this might sound for take it how you want it, yeah. If I don't find somebody, yeah, that in here, I feel like in my heart that I can wholeheartedly go through all this stuff with you, have kids with you. That's why I ain't had kids, yeah. So if I don't feel like...
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. That's the one plus thing I can say that I got to give you props for. Is that you ain't got no kids.
Because I'm a nanny. That's my job, yeah? And I know how hard it is raising children, yeah? So number one, I don't want to raise children by myself, yeah? Number two, I know how important it is to have two-parent household, yeah? So they are the two reasons why I 100% don't like have children. I haven't made that mistake, yeah? But I don't want to be with someone that I can't see myself going through all this stuff with. When you have kids, things change in your relationship as well. Like, so if I don't find it in my heart, then I'll be on my own. Fuck it. What am I gonna do?
What provisions are you making for if you have to go up on your own? Because the reason why I say that, right, is that
no, I'm not saying if you're
parent. I don't mean that. I mean, I had my son at 17. From the time I had my son, I started saving up for my pension. Started thinking about getting a house. Started thinking about retiring. Started putting money down. Now I got to the age where I've got my own house. I can live comfortably on my private pension because I planned for that. I planned that if I don't meet anyone to settle down with, I can survive on my own. So a lot of people think, a lot of women say that, you know, oh, I'm gonna I think I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll be okay if I'm on my own. But what provisions have you got for being a woman on your own? A woman on your own at 40, 50, 60.
Yeah, but this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, obviously, I'm not going to say on this live, like, everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, are you saving and planning for the future?
Yeah, like, I've kind of knows, like, what I'm doing.
Yeah, but
like,
Arnie, as she's doing that, I'm saying you're doing all of that because you just can't do the simple thing which most people can do is get along with a man. Like, all this, like, you know what it is? Women can get degrees, Arnie.
China.
No, what she's saying, China, is that She wants it all. If she can't have it all, she'll be on her own. Fair enough.
No, but no
Fair
one can
enough.
have it all. No, but Arnie, no one can have it all. That's why you end up alone. You can't have it all. You
But she's
can't.
ready
So
to accept that.
no, but there are no 60-year-old women or 7. Life is going to be lonely as hell. Like it's
She
going
get
to
a
be
dog.
lonely.
She get a dog.
Huh?
She get a dog
She's going to need some
or a
cats.
cat or some budgies or something.
What I'm saying is I'm willing to accept the choices I'm gonna make. So for example, yeah, what I'm doing now, yeah, is setting for my future. Yeah. In the next 3 years or whatever, I should have what I've planned for comfortably. Yeah.
Yeah.
If along my journey I find what I'm looking for, then that's lovely. If I don't, I'm not just going to go and pick a nice guy just for the sake of picking a nice
Yes,
guy.
you're supposed to. Yes, you're supposed to pick a nice guy. You are.
I don't
Yes,
want,
because
and I
no,
tell you,
She's not, because her picker is off. She's shit at picking. And
it's
all she
no,
off.
but listen,
she needs to be on
listen.
her own.
Right.
She has to
Hey,
go pick somebody.
Shalina, I have a girl. I have a woman. I'm very happy. This is so. I don't know why. Like, well, I've got a woman. I'm very happy. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. No, really. They think that. Well, pick China. I've already picked. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what she's writing. I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So basically, listen to this, right? Yeah. When women start saying, because this is kind of what Voldemort was saying, auntie. She was like, "Well, I can't get no man, so I end up." No, it's because you. It's because of you. If you can't find a man in this whole world, yeah, do you know how big the world is? You've gone to Dubai as well now. You have a whole new staple of men. If you cannot find one to pick you, it's you. It's not the men in the world. It comes down to you.
But I'm
That's
not.
what he said. Her picker's off.
Yes, I'm not disputing that it's not me. Like, of course, I can find someone. I think everyone in this world can find somebody. I'm not saying that
She's fussy. She don't want
I'm
any
fussy.
anybody.
Yes, and as I get older, I think like I said, yeah, as you get
You can't
older,
afford to be fussy, but you can't afford to be fussy.
You
yeah,
can.
but that's based
No,
Yes,
you
she
can't.
can. Yes, she
No, you
can.
can't.
that's based on what
It's,
you want.
it's
Your
based
No.
on money. No.
No, auntie, the wall is undefeated. The wall is, auntie, you can tell her because you've had this conversation before. The wall is undefeated. Like you have,
I don't understand
like
what the wall is.
the wall is what all the women have to hit. It's biology. It's biology. Men get better. That's why they lit 60-year-old men, lit 70-year-old women. There are no lit 60-year-old, 70-year-old women, just men. That's how it is. That's why Hugh Hefner had women around him. That's why Simon Cowell has loads of women. That's why all the older I can literally scroll through and find men in their 60s, 70s that are lit. Women don't
You know
look at
something,
Madonna.
right?
Look at
This is what
Madonna.
she's saying.
Look at Madonna. Look at Madonna. She's lost it. At that point, it looks disgraceful. You women need to understand something. Unless you got Kardashian money, yeah, then you have to understand what the rest of the world, the rest of your life is going to look like. It's going to be very lonely, sad existence. You need to start investing in cat food and, dog food and
But no,
shares and stuff.
she's already said she's accepted that.
But it's not nice. Why should she accept that for?
Was it not
That's
nice? That's her choice.
Because she doesn't want to be that way. She's just dealing with it because
She
she's
doesn't want
because
to
she
be
can't.
that way. Sooner or later, like you said, she's hit the wall. She's going to have to accept it. She's accepted it.
I've accepted
Wait,
it.
have you accepted that you're going to be by yourself for the rest of your life? Do you think that's cool?
Didn't you hear what I just said? Yeah.
I think
What
that's
I
sad.
said-
I think that is very sad.
All right, then. Let me say something to you, right?
What?
Me and my man, 32 years. If we
That's
split up,
sad.
if we split up tomorrow, then what?
What do you
If
mean then
me
what?
and my man split tomorrow, then what?
You still got yours.
You what?
You still got all your stuff.
Oh, what stuff?
The stuff that you had before him and the stuff that you acquired. What's that got to do with anything?
Because I have planned for it. Until you've got a ring on your finger, you have to plan for a lonely life.
But Arnie, if
Yeah.
being single is so lit, why aren't you single?
But no one's saying single is lit though.
I have
No
been
one's
single. I'm not saying that it's lit. I'm saying that if my man left me tomorrow, then I'd have to accept that I'm going to be a lonely old woman on my own. And I accept that because I've got no ring.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Yeah, but
like
how
her.
could you be-
I'm in a relationship. You have to make provisions for your future.
But how can you be 32? If I had a 32-year-old man now, and I've had them on before talking about, oh, life is over, because I would want to literally slap him in the face and say, blood, are you okay? What are you thinking about? I want to guide you.
Listen, China,
Listen,
Yeah.
you don't even know her body count, so you don't know how many men she's been through to come to that point.
You're angry that I accepted that or whatever. I'm not saying.
No.
Let me just talk, yeah, and make something very clear, yeah. Just
Yeah.
people understand. I'm not saying I want to be on my own for the rest of my life. I'm not saying that, yeah. What I'm saying is this, okay? I was in a relationship on and off relationship or whatever for a very long time. I made a bad choice, yeah, from you, okay? I made a bad choice. I'm at the point now where I don't want to go from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, trying things out just because somebody is a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want, yeah, is to go into something with my whole heart. That's fair on me. That's fair on the person as well. Yeah. Because I don't think it's fair to go into something if you're not fully in it. So I am happy to chill out. If a person comes, yeah, then that's great. If they don't, then I am making steps in my life the last 2 years and now for the next however few years that I've got going on to plan that my shit is set up, that I'll be okay, that I'll have residual income, that I'll be able to do what I need to do, yeah? And that's it. Like,
Sorry.
what I can't,
Sorry to interrupt you, Rudy. China is on 100. He's vexed because you ain't picked him. Look, listen, I just want to use an example of.
China's very happy I met his woman.
Well, listen.
Respected
I
woman.
keep getting tired of this. Like, no,
Someone
wait.
else-
The reason I want to
else,
speak. The reason I want to speak about it is because this is sign language. This is shame and insults. Like, I don't understand how someone can have a conversation with someone without you always trying to make it. This is what women do. Like, I've told you repeatedly that no, but you keep trying to say China's on us. Shauna Gooders, speak English in the chat. What do you mean?
friends for many,
Like,
many years. Like, I've known China for
what's
many,
like? I
years.
just, but it's just what women like. I don't understand, man. Stop projecting, girls. Stop projecting. I'm very happy. Like, I don't. You listen. I'm on platforms talking because.
I'll tell you what that comment is giving, yeah, and I'm just gonna be honest, yeah, that comment is giving you're feeling China and you're upset about something. That's what that comment's giving.
Yeah. Like all this, they all say they'll say things like, oh, you know, yeah, that's why you're gonna end up sad. Listen, I will not end up like any of these guys that you think. I am not to the incel. I don't have any problems. I don't have any of these problems. In actual fact, I'm speaking for other men. A lot of the times the things I speak about don't represent my life, but just because they don't represent my life does not mean they're not happening. Like, they're still happening to other people. And when you're trying to work on the community, you need to speak about other people's problems, not just your own. So yeah, man, get out of that, man. Like, you guys, man. That's why you guys don't know what it is about. I'm on a mission right now. I'm on a real mission to have important conversation.
Listen, I'm say I've been hearing them, but let me just say something, yeah. Do you think it's fair for somebody like that is just like getting desperate, yeah? You're just looking for a relationship, getting desperate to get into something with someone that they're not wholeheartedly in. Do you think it's fair on that other person?
No, I don't think you should ever be going from relationship to relationship. But at the same time,
right. So
I think
wait. So if you haven't found somebody that you feel like that towards, yeah, then what? You can't. I can't force it.
China, why don't you learn to block people?
Because I need to make a moderator or something. Next time I do it, I'll make a moderator so you guys can deal with the chat, because I don't be looking inside it. I don't be looking at it.
If you're black, block her.
What you say? I didn't even see it. What?
Somebody just saying, are you white or are you black? What's that got to do with it? What is it? What this color got to do with it?
My color.
Well, that's what it looks like to me.
Well, my color, my girl's color.
Shauna Goodaz says, are you in a YT white and BLK black?
Maybe she. I don't know.
Read it again to see if I read it wrong, because that's on this. Listen, all I've got to say is, the young lady, make provisions for your future.
Yeah.
Don't speak from another man to the chat. Why you? Anyway, you told me not to swear.
Now they're talking about Black China. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Me neither.
The one that asked you about woman, about man, is now saying, oh, she's. You see what she got up as a status? Most hated one, well connected and well respected. Period. You need to block her. You need to block her. What you like? You need to block her.
Like, guys, look.
About don't
You
speak
guys-
don't speak another man onto the chat. Oh gosh. What do
Yeah.
people come with to their problem? All I can
You
say
know-
is that young lady, you got it right. If you're that fussy and you know that you want a man, but you're determined that you're not gonna settle. You just want the man that you